Good morning, students. In the last session, we saw one theorem related to the circle. Now, again, I am revising what is secant and what is tangent. A line that intersects a circle in exactly one point is called as a tangent. Okay, so this line L is the tangent to the circle. This line is a tangent to the circle. Where the intersection occur here. So this point is called as a point of tangency. And always remember that the radius of circle is perpendicular to the tangent. The radius of circle is perpendicular to the tangent. A secant is a line that intersects the circle in two distinct points. Okay, so this is called as a secant. Now, in the last session, we saw the theorem also, and this theorem we proved by the indirect proof. And indirect proof, that's why we are considering these points. Now, the converse of tangent theorem. In tangent theorem, what we proved here? The line L is perpendicular to the radius OA is wrong. And therefore, what we proved here? OA is perpendicular to the L. Means radius of a circle is perpendicular to the tangent. In the tangent theorem, we proved that a tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius, or we can say that radius is perpendicular to the tangent of a circle at a point of tangency. Okay, so next, that is converse of tangent theorem. Converse means what? If a line is perpendicular to the radius, if the given line L is perpendicular to the radius of a circle at a point on the circle, very important words, line perpendicular circle to the radius of a circle at a point on the circle is a tangent to the circle. What is given here? It is given that M is the center of a circle. Segment MN is radius. Line L is a line L which is perpendicular to the MN. This is already given. We have to prove that if MN is perpendicular to the L, then L is a tangent to the circle. Now see, take a point, any point P which is on L and which is other than N on the line L and draw MP. This is our proof part. Now, in triangle MNP, angle N is a right angle triangle. Therefore, segment MP is the hypotenuse. And therefore, segment MP is greater than MN and greater than NP also. As the MN is a radius, point P can't be on the circle. Is it? If you are observing what we consider that this point P which is on a line L, if you are drawing MP, then this triangle is a right angle triangle, because what is given here, MN is perpendicular to the L, means in triangle MNP, N is a right angle triangle, N is a 90 degree, MP is hypotenuse, and therefore hypotenuse is always greater than the remaining two sides of a triangle in a right angle triangle, and therefore MP is greater than MN. So, but what happened? MN is a radius of a circle. If MN is a radius of a circle, then MP which is greater than MN, it means that P is a point which is not on a circle. Okay, therefore point P can't be on a circle. So no other point except N is on a circle which is from line L, and therefore if N is on a circle and which is on a line L, it means that line L is touches to the circle, intersect to a circle at a point N which is perpendicular to the radius, and therefore according to the definition of a tangent, lineal is a tangent to the circle. Lineal is a tangent to the circle. So this is the converse of tangent theorem. Now see the next theorem, that is a tangent segment theorem. What the statement say? Listen student, your first exercise is based on tangent theorem, converse of tangent theorem and tangent segment theorem. Now see student, tangent segments drawn from an external point to a circle are congruent. Tangent theorem drawn from the external point to a circle are congruent. What we have to prove here? Observe in the figure, A is the center of a circle, D is a point which is external. Okay, external point, now it is outside the circle. Q and P. Now if you are observing that this DQ and DP, these are the two tangent which touches to the circle at point P and Q respectively. So draw AP and AQ. And now see in triangle DAP and triangle DAQ, PA is equal to PQ. Why? Because radius of a circle. Now AD is a common in both. Okay, and triangle angle APD and angle AQD, which is also equal to 90 degree by the tangent theorem, and therefore this triangle APD and triangle AQD, they are congruent by the hypotenuse, or you can write the RHS test, and therefore segment PD is equal to segment QD, or DP is equal to DQ. It means that if you are drawing a tangent from the point which is exterior of a circle, and if you are drawing the tangent, these tangents are congruent to each other. Very simple. It means in this theorem, see, D is a point externally, DP is a tangent, DQ is a tangent, and if like this situation is there, we can say that here we proved by the tangent segment theorem. So we proved that dp is equal to dq. Means like this situation is come in the problem, you can directly take dp is equal to dq, and you have to mention there by the tangent segment theorem. Now see the one solved example. Now see in the adjoining figure, circle with the center D touches the side of angle ACB at A and B. Angle ACB, which is angle means point A and B are touches to the circle. If angle ACB is 52 degree, find the measure of angle ADB. Very simple. Now all of you know that if the quadrilateral, if you are observing this is the quadrilateral, yes or no? Which quadrilateral? ACBD. This is a quadrilateral. C is a point which is exterior of a circle. So if you are drawing this point AC and AB, AC and BC, these are the tangent to the circle and they are perpendicular to the radius. Therefore, in the quadrilateral ACBD, the sum of angle of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. So by using that concept, what we can write? We can write here angle ACB plus of angle CAD plus of angle CBD plus of angle ADB is equal to 360. Now these two angles are 90-90. Therefore you can write what is ACB. ACB is 52. This is given. These two are 90 plus 90 plus what we have to find out? ADB. And therefore angle ADB plus of addition of these 3 is 232 is equal to 360, and therefore angle ADB is equal to 360 minus of 232, that is equal to 128 degree. Okay, so which theorem will you use here? Tangent theorem, because we took here angle CAD and angle CBD, both are 90. So students, study these three theorems: tangent theorem, converse of tangent theorem, and tangent segment theorem. And this example also, all these theorems you have to write in your notebook, and this all example also write in your notebook. Okay students, and those have a doubt in the any theorem, you can call me in a session time. Okay students, tomorrow I will take your practice set 3.1.